What if the story of life didn't start in some warm little pond on Earth, but in the fiery heart of a cosmic forge? And what if the ingredients weren't just here, but were actually delivered by interstellar Courier-Bodies? Today, we're diving into a really radical idea that the universe isn't just the stage for life, but maybe the architect itself.
I mean, it's the ultimate question, right? Was life here on Earth just some happy accident, a one in a trillion shot? Or were we the recipients of a very special delivery from across the cosmos?
For a long time, the debate has kind of been framed as a simple choice. Either life was made here, or it was delivered from out there. But the source material we're looking at today suggests something more like a hybrid truth. It argues that early Earth was basically supplied with the raw materials from space. So our planet wasn't just a cradle for life, it was a cosmic destination. Okay, so if Earth was supplied with the raw materials for life, where did those materials even come from? Well, to answer that, we have to go way back, all the way back to the universe's cosmic forge. The source material we're digging into has its own kind of epic language. It doesn't just call stars stars, no, it calls them rift forges. And that's a perfect description, right? They're cosmic blacksmiths, taking the simple stuff from the Big Bang and hammering it into the heavier, more complex materials that you absolutely need for life. So what exactly are they forging? Well, the very stuff of life. Carbon, the backbone of all biology as we know it, nitrogen, which you need for amino acids, oxygen for water and, breathing, phosphorus, the key to our DNA, even the iron in our blood. These aren't just elements on a chart. They're the essential ingredients for any biology, all being manufactured inside these stellar forges. But it's not enough to just forge these elements, right? You have to get them out of the factory. And that is the job of the rift burst, what we astronomers would call a supernova. When a massive star dies, it goes out with a bang, literally, scattering all those newly forged life-giving ingredients across the whole cosmos. And the idea here is that this isn't just some random, chaotic process. The source argues that the universe is actively and methodically seeding itself with potential, distributing the very architecture of life all across the vastness of space. So, the universe has created the package. It's gotten it out the door, but how does it get delivered? This brings us to the stars of our story today, the cosmic delivery drivers, or as they're called, the Courier-Bodies. We usually think of asteroids and comets as, well, space debris, just leftover rubble from when the solar system was forming. But this framework asks you to reimagine them completely. They're courier bodies, natural, almost purpose-built vessels designed to transport precious, life-starting molecules from one world to another. And just look at the cargo manifest. We have literally found all of this on meteorites and comets. Amino acids, the building blocks of proteins, sugars, nucleobases, the actual letters of the genetic code, and of course water ice. This isn't just debris. The source calls it the universe's distributed toolkit, ready to be delivered wherever it might be needed. So, we have the ingredients and we have the delivery system. All we need now is a destination, a world that's primed and ready to receive this cosmic shipment. So let's turn our attention to the early primordial Earth. Now, this was not the calm blue marble we know and love today. The source calls early Earth a boundary layer world, a place of intense, chaotic energy. But that very chaos made it fertile ground. It was like a planetary scale reaction chamber, perfectly primed and just waiting for the right ingredients to arrive. Just try to picture it. A world of fire and water. Continents hadn't really formed yet. Volcanoes were constantly erupting, just venting chemicals into this thick, hazy atmosphere. The oceans were a warm, chemical soup, constantly being zapped by lightning and superheated by geothermal vents. It was violent, unstable, and absolutely perfect. And then the deliveries began. And this wasn't a single event, but a long, sustained period that would fundamentally shape our planet's destiny forever. Astronomers call this the late heavy bombardment. Here it's called the era of falling seeds. For hundreds of millions of years, our young planet was just pelted by these courier bodies. The bombardment delivered all the building blocks, turning the oceans into these cosmic reaction chambers. And finally, it left the planet fully seeded and ready for the next step. And this is where it all comes together. The cosmic ingredients from the courier bodies met the local chemistry and the raw energy of this boundary layer world. The source calls this critical moment pattern stabilization. It's the point where all the delivered parts started to interact, catalyzed by Earth's unique environment to form the very first self-assembling, self-replicating molecules. Life didn't just arrive, it crystallized.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? If this whole process, from the forge to the delivery to the final assembly, is as systematic as it seems, it completely changes how we think about our own existence.
The ultimate takeaway is a total shift in perspective. In this framework, biology isn't some miraculous one-off accident. It's a cosmic inevitability. It's simply a localized expression of patterns and potentials that are inherent to the universe itself. Earth is just one place where those patterns found a way to stabilize. And this leads to one final, really mind-bending idea from the source. Life is the moment the universe recognizes its own potential. Think about that for a second. It means we aren't just living in the universe. We are the universe, becoming aware of itself. And that leads us to one last lingering question. If the universe is constantly forging, delivering, and seeding the ingredients for life as part of its natural cycle, what other harvests might be growing out there in the vastness of space? What other forms of life, other stabilizations of cosmic potential, are just waiting to be discovered? It's a thought that kind of changes how you look at the night sky.